Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to a new English lesson. My name is Yelena, and I'm glad that you're learning English with me. Learn English with me with short conversation sentences. Learn how to ask a question and how to answer a question automatically. Try not to think in your mother tongue. I know it's hard to break that habit because we all think in our mother tongue and then try to translate in a language that we want to learn. But if you practice every day, eventually you will get rid of that habit and then you will start speaking English fluently without a lot of pauses and thinking. So let's get started. Number one, do you want to come? Do you want to come? Do you want to come? Well, it depends. Where are you going? I'm going to the supermarket to buy some food. Do you want to come? Okay, why not? I can come with you. Do you want to insult me? Number two. Do you want to insult me? Of course not. I would never do that. I would never insult you. I like you. You are my friend. I don't insult people usually, especially my friends. So, no, I don't want to insult you. Number three, do you go to clubs? Do you go to clubs? Actually, I don't go to clubs. I used to go to clubs when I was younger. Now I don't feel like going out in the evening, especially when it is cold. So, no, I don't go to clubs. Sometimes I go to a restaurant or a cafe or a bar, but I don't go to clubs very often. Number four, do you take pills? Do you take pills? Well, yes. I take pills when I have some problems, when my tooth hurts, or when I have a headache. Usually, I need to take a pill or two. Number five, do you look your age? Do you look your age? It means, for example, if you're 20 years old, do you look like you're 20 years old? So I'm 20 and I look like 20, so yeah, I look my age. Or if you're 40 but you look like as if you were 30 years old, then you would say, no, I don't look my age. I look younger. Or maybe sometimes there are some girls who are like 18 or 20 years old, but they look as if they were 30 years old. So they don't look their age, they look older. Number six, do you want money? Do you want some money? I know that you don't have a job, and I don't know that you're not working at the moment, so maybe you need some money for the food or to pay the bills. Do you want some money? I can give you some money. I can lend you some money if you need it. Number seven, do you work a lot? Do you work a lot? Well, yes, sometimes I work a lot. Sometimes when I'm not tired, I can work a lot. I can work like 10 or 12 hours a day. But sometimes I'm pretty tired, so I don't work a lot. There are days that I work only 2 or 3 hours a day. Number eight, and do you have any other questions? So you asked me if I worked a lot. You asked me if I wanted some money. You asked me if I looked my age. You asked me if I took any pills, if I went to clubs, if I wanted to insult you, etc. So you asked me a lot of questions. And do you have any other questions? No, that was all. Thank you very much. Number nine, which one do you like better? For example, I like these two shirts, the blue one and the red one. And which one do you like better? Do you like the red one or the blue one? Which one do you like better? And number 10, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? So I'm really hungry. I would like to eat something. Okay, we can order some food. What do you want to eat? Do you feel like eating some pizza or meat or salad? What do you want to eat? Number 11, what do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? So I want to go to the mall. Okay, if you're going to the mall, but what do you want to buy there? Well, I want to buy a new pair of shoes. Number 12, what do you do in your free time? What do you do in your free time? I sometimes go out with my friends, sometimes I go running, I go cycling, sometimes I go to the beach when I have free time. Number 13, do you know how much it costs? Do you know how much it costs? So, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Do you know how much it costs? So, yes, I know how much it costs. Or no, I have no idea how much it costs. I don't know if it is cheap or expensive. I have no idea. We will have to ask. Number 14, do you have any books to read? So, for example, if you're going on holiday, you need a book to read while you are on holiday. So, do you have any books to read? Number 15, where do you have lunch? Where do you usually have lunch? Do you want to have lunch with us? So, where do you have lunch? Usually, I have lunch at home. But today, my wife isn't cooking because she's not here. She's not cooking. So, okay, do you want to have lunch with us? You can have lunch with us if you want. Yeah, why not? Thanks for your invitation. Thanks for the invitation. Do you think it's possible? So, do you think it's possible? They say that everything is possible. I don't know. Sometimes there are things that are not possible. Actually, even if you try really hard, sometimes you cannot do what you want to do. But okay, maybe it's better to think that everything is possible. Do you know what I mean? Number 18. Do you know what I mean? So um, I tell you something, and then I can ask you, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I want to say? Do you know what I am thinking about? Do you know what my idea is? Do you know what I mean? Do you know, do you understand the meanings of my words? Do you hear something? Do you hear something? I hear some noise. Maybe it's coming from our neighbors because they're redecorating their apartments. How do you go to school? How do you go to school? I don't go to school. I go to work, or I go to school on foot. On foot. Do you go to school by bus? Do you go to school by bus? Sometimes I go by bus, especially when the weather is bad. When it's raining, I go to school by bus. But when the weather is nice and sunny, I go on foot. Do. It's all about do you, and now does. What does this word mean? Do you know what this word means? What's the meaning of this word? What does this word mean? Does it rain a lot here? No, it doesn't rain a lot here. It rains only in spring and sometimes in winter as well. It rains in spring. Where does he live? Do you know where he lives? Does he live nearby or does he live far away from here? Does he live in the city center or does he live in the countryside? Do you know where he lives? Does she know you? I don't know if she knows me or not. I know her. I don't know if she remembers who I am. We met last year, so I guess she knows who I am. What time does it start? What time does the lesson start? Time does the course start? What time does the film start? It starts at 10. It starts on Monday. It starts next week. And when does it begin? So it's the same question. What time does it start? Or when? Instead of what time, we can use when. Instead of start, we can use begin. When does it begin? Well, usually it begins in summer, but this year it began in spring. Okay, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.